All right, so talk, say something.
You're a little piece of shit.
Respect. Just one of the many attributes that goes along with being a classically trained realist painter. Studying at the Florence Academy of Art for many years under several well-known painters I will not mention here for fear of sounding like I'm name-dropping Daniel Grace Ramirez Sanchez, I was tested under the burning furnaces of the Academy model rooms where I was taught things that would literally make you shit your pants. Now you might be wondering why I, Louis Guidetti, would be wasting my time doing a pencil drawing of a mere mortal when I could easily produce a nice, juicy oil painting for your ass that would no doubt make it in the Louvre without any effort on my part whatsoever. The answer is simple. Drawing from a live human increases your painting ability to unspeakable levels. Let us.
Do you want to take my shirt off?
Yes.
As my limitless genius has stated before, the setup of your project is one of the most important steps, so do not be afraid to take your time at this stage.
Okay. Get naked.
Some things I think about here are the lighting with proper shadows, the gesture of the human, and whether or not it interests me. When setting up a human, it is always wise to know the traits that human possesses. For example, this human is ferocious and doesn't have much patience. It will bite you if you come too close and it smells of its previous meal, which is usually some sort of meat combined with Reese's. This is a strategic warning it deploys to let you know that if you want to keep it happy, you must feed it these particular foods. Yes, my peasants, we must always strive to keep our models happy, but we must also be very strict masters. If we aren't, they will smell weakness and then death.
Look, I'm hot from every angle. Just pick an angle.
It's worth taking your time to adjust various positions and find the right angles.
That's right, but that actually looked good. Go back to it. Why not? You know how it looks.
It's uncomfortable.
Okay, what's comfortable? That? It's the same position, but on the other side.
Yeah, this is stronger.
Some models look better in certain positions than others, so always walk around the model and view it from different angles as you set it up. Like I always say, I'll go over my light and lighting setup in another video, so be prepared to have your face literally exploded when I do, my friends. It has been many months now that I have been massaging you with my most glorious burning white hot sack of knowledge on how to work a drawing up, so I won't get too into the weeds, as they say on this one. But for all of you peasants out there who might have missed it, I will be uncharacteristically generous and take my time to spread your butt cheeks and butter your ass with these golden roasted nuggets of perfection. Start off simple and do not detail like a dumbass. But Louis, I want to make the face look real from the start. Doing this makes the drawing go faster, right? Wrong. What happens when you look at your drawing after an hour of detailing and realize the proportions are all off? You'll have to erase much of the work you have spent so long foolishly polishing. This can be the case especially when drawing from a live human who moves. Instead, start simple and learn to keep the drawing at a simple and workable stage for a longer period of time. In this way, you will train your gray cranium walnut to learn to simplify the complexity you see before you. In addition, you will be able to change the drawing faster if the human sinks into a more aesthetically pleasing pose that you wish to morph your drawing to. This will also help you to see not just the individual parts, but the entire shape of the subject, and you will find that your drawing will have less proportional flaws because you are not tunnel visioning your work and drawing everything piecemeal.
Will you stop texting? What the hell? You're texting and I'm freaking drawing you.
I'm holding close, aren't I?
No!
Okay.
God, you're slowing me down.
Draw faster.
I'm trying to.
I always draw with straight lines in these exercises because it is the most sure way of forcing yourself to actually see the angles, the lengths of those angles, and where they connect with the other angles. This method produces a stronger understanding of proportion. My dear, dear peasants, we painters are far superior to all other beings that attempt to grace this planet with their presence. And I say to you now, we must use all of our experiences, not just to prove our intellectual dominance to all the other simpletons, but also to exercise and improve at our craft. So when we do a drawing, use it to not only prove this intellectual dominance over the lessers, but also form it into an exercise to improve your own eye. Force yourself to draw with straight lines and keep it in this simple stage longer so you can sit back and pick out proportional discrepancies. In this manner, you will improve your eye and train your brain to see angles and proportions accurately. You will also gain some very valuable tools, many of which you can apply to your daily life. You will not only learn a sense of proportion in drawing development, you will learn patience and perseverance, discipline of mind and hand, self-control, and an iron will to dominate any problem or moron that lies before you. Essentially, you have made each drawing a battle arena for your learning.
Get in position.
I am in position. How about you finish your drawing? Make my double chin look skinny.
You exercise.
You have an erase there. Make it look skinny.
As you can tell, I have developed the drawing further by using straight lines to break up the larger lines which form more subtle angles within a larger shape. I continued this process while keeping the lines light so I can erase them without scarring the paper. My friends, allow me to speak plainly to you and divert your attention away from this flawless drawing in the interest of a deeper understanding as to what is unfolding before your face. This channel doesn't just teach you how to draw, no. It also teaches you the deeper meaning as to why.
Are you thinking about how funny you are right now? You were, weren't you? You were.
Can you give me your Reese's?
No. We're filming right now. I'm not gonna fatten you up as we speak. Telling you me to take your double chin off. And then asking for Reese's 5 minutes later.
I want to be fat. I'm happy being fat.
Are you?
But in art, I want to look skinny.
At this point, you might have seen some of my paintings that I have effortlessly produced. This type of drawing is essential to making great paintings because it forms our eyes to see proportions, which is invaluable when it comes to painting. I've heard many a mongrel say that drawing is optional when it comes to paint, and this is something I couldn't disagree with more. Even if one is painting a more abstract painting, a sound knowledge of drawing will not only produce subtle beauty in such works, but the artist will embody such disciplinary traits that come with the effort of drawing, and this will be a great benefit to them and their work as well.
You.
I choked on my own spit. I regret doing this video.
You should. Okay. Raise your chin. What the? That's fine. I'll Google this now.
My peasants, do not be lazy in your studies no matter what stage in your art you are in. This is why I will be switching back and forth between drawing and painting in my flawless videos. There should be little difference between the two to our superior and ruthless artistic brains. Drawing from a live model is most important because it will teach you how to be fluid in your work. You will have to observe the movements of the model and keep track of the various positions. You will find that over time the model might sink into a more natural pose, and a good artist will take the time to notice this and subtly shift the drawing in response. We are not photocopying machines. We are powerful forces of artistic destruction, and we must make these conscious decisions in our work. Just a quick side note, having intellectually stimulating conversations with the model will dramatically increase your drawing ability.
Well, have you ever farted directly down into a chair? Without lifting your butt cheek?
Of course I have. Almost
It
destroyed
suppresses
me
the sound and makes it really
in the chair. What?
The worst is when you don't lift your butt cheek and you fart in the shower and you're sitting on the floor of the shower. It makes the loudest noise, like the loudest, deepest noise,
Right.
and it echoes. Next time, fart on the floor of a shower without lifting your butt cheek.
Due to many prestigious painting commissions, I have found that my hand had grown soft in drawing portraits and my mind was slightly slower in picking out the proportions than it normally was. As a master painter who is far superior to all other artists on this planet without even trying, I did not panic but instead expertly proceeded to make the proportions my bitch. This in turn increased my skill level closer to where it had been prior. Being a simple practice sketch, I opted not to detail the shit out of it like I might on a commission piece. The goal here was to get my brain back in practice, and this will benefit not only my figure work, but also my still life and landscape paintings as well. My simpletons, it is my desire for you that you have a wellspring of information that will make your path to being a classically trained painter crystal clear. But on that path, I wish for you to also have the reasoning behind the teachings. If you can better understand why we do things, you will better suck the sweet golden nectar out of the lessons of each artistic activity you put your hand to. This will make you a more well-rounded painter, which you can use to intellectually dominate all the weaklings around you. Drawing is invaluable to your work, whether it be painting or sculpture. It will teach your eye how to see. In painting, you always want to display accuracy in drawing. A painting with an accurate drawing but inaccurate color is always better than one with an inaccurate drawing in proper color. Never look down upon simple sketches in the scope of your learning or even later on in your painting career. Only look down on the uneducated buttholes that surround us daily. As promised, I have educated your mortal forms once again so you're more easily able to slay your artistic enemies. It's a dark world out there, but fear not, for I will care for you, and I will equip you with the talent points you need to upgrade yourself to level 60 in your art. So until next time, I am Louis Guidetti, and remember,
Next time, fart on the floor of a shower without lifting your butt cheek.
As promised, I have educated your mortal forms